Hello YouTube, Infinite Magicraid community, Gandalf here. So, it is day 7. As promised, we are back. I got the boring stuff out of the way. As you can see, we regressed Ina. We converted all of those skills, moved it over to the space. We didn't quite break the speed 1600, but you don't need to because of space base. 26% turn meter gain. We're running a little bit of effective hit. I wish I can get to a little bit higher, but this is the best I can do right now with effective piece. And I was going for a feather set with first aid. So we're just a little bit under 200k HP on her. Liz is at 2024. Tuck is a little bit low. I wish I can get a little bit higher. Let's see if I can maybe also boost their emblems a little bit. Maybe turn 1 effective hit a little bit higher. And maybe something like that. All right. Okay, so we got our tuck set up. We got Maya set up. Everybody set up. We're running really low on HP, guys. We don't know if we can do it, but I don't have much time, like I explained in prior videos. I need to get to bed early. We're gonna give a couple try on this. I feel like with the turn meter abuse, we should be able to pull it off. Let's dive right into it. Just give ourselves a little bit extra energy here. And if we're successful, we'll, spend the rest of the gems whatever some way. I think people just enjoy watching that in general. So let's do that. This is probably, we're going to compare later if we really did have the lowest power clear. But let's try our luck here. So we're going to go with our standard setup. Going to freeze everybody. And I think now Dario can probably go for some extra. Sorry, I think we should be able to get some extra hits on this now, right? Um, with the extra turn meter, we should be able to kill things just a tad bit faster. And we can also turn manipulate, which is very important. We really don't have a lot of margin for error, do we? If things are hitting us, one-shotting us. So that means we need to always kind of have some buff up. So we're going to watch the turn meter a little bit more carefully here. We're going to save that shield. Oh man, the freeze isn't exactly that great. Oh my goodness, I just realized that, okay, good. We didn't get killed there. Let's go for a heal. I think we can cycle one more turn before we get there. Let's do it this way. We want to make sure Mackin doesn't, and we can abuse some turns here. We just want to make sure that we can cycle our skills back here. Okay, we got it back, and space should be able to go one more time. And now Mac can go for the kill. Oh, shoot, I can't because everybody needs to get there. But I think Space's turn is back, so we're gonna get the heal from Space, right? Okay, so that's important. So now we got enough HP to trigger what we need to trigger from Maya. So we can do the freeze. Froze everybody except okay, we can kill both of them in time, I think. Yeah. That's the other kill. We should be able to do one more, but I think this time around is probably where we want the extra HP. I think Mackin should be able to go before one of them. But again, this is what we want to do to protect our Mackin. Okay. And we'll kill the main threat here. We got the okay, hold on, let's just check. Okay, Space needs her turn back. Ideally, we get a little bit more turn meter back so we can probably turn manipulate to do a bit of cooldown management. There's still quite a bit of turn there left, I think. Uh-oh. Jeez. These things are scary. Was I not paying attention, guys? Like, was I just not paying attention? Okay. This is clearly, hopefully, not going to take too many more tries to just even get at the boss. I mean, hopefully we don't make these kind of mistakes when we count the number of turns or turn meter management on the boss there. Okay, so first let's do the freeze. We're gonna get rid of the Dario. Gonna get rid of that. Kill the other Dario. Okay, give ourselves a little bit more HP. We will kill this one and push it back. Heal. We'll kill. It was the other one that hit on me, right? So okay, good. So let's focus on getting our turns back. Okay, one more turn. We are back in business. Okay, done. Space go again. And then we freeze everybody. Okay, this time was a little bit better because we froze everyone, which means Space actually has time to do the speed slowdown. Now let's get killing. We'll kill one. We should be able to have time to kill the other one. Yep, we will, because that one's super slow now. We can almost never give that one a turn. Mackin should have no problem. So this time we'll pay extra attention to the turn. So there's like 3 extra turns left. We can cycle a couple more times to get all of our terms back. Does everyone have their turn back? Okay, I definitely need so the strategy here is we're gonna try to do the immunity when the boss needs to do a stun, and we'll get a shield or a buff up when the boss uses a second skill. We'll just time these things very carefully here. I think we cycled it enough, right? We can go for the kill now. Yeah, Maya's down. Yeah, everyone's down to 1. Yep. Okay, we're good. Okay, guys, this is gonna be the run. We're gonna try we're gonna try to do this in one single run. So step 1. We're just gonna use Maya's shield for everything. Okay, are we a little bit too fast here? Let's just put on this buff to be safe, okay? So yeah, he got stunned, but that's okay. He's gonna have the buff next turn. Okay, we got that, right? Now we want to slow down the boss because having the slow is critical. So now skill 2. It removes all buff, does 100%, right? Everybody has a buff. To did not have buffs removed. So everyone's got buffs, so we're okay. We're gonna try to do a HP burn there. Everyone still have buffs, right? Yeah, everyone still got buffs. Okay, now everyone's buff is gone. So now we probably should, okay, let's look at the boss's speed. The boss's speed is less than 1K. Everybody is faster by the boss. So we're gonna be able to do 1 full round of turns. Then we want to buff up. So 1, 2, 3, hit, Shoot, let me think. Okay, so yeah, it's not too early to do it. Let's hit. Okay, we got the attack down. So next turn, the boss is going to do the enfeeble and stun. So next turn up, we need to make sure Maya is ready to go. Maya has faster speed than the boss now. We're gonna go for the kill. Okay. Maya's gonna get the buff on everyone. We're gonna do the extra shield here. Oh no, now two people are gonna get stunned. So we're gonna try to protect somebody. Um, who's important to protect here? So Space has 2 turns. We want to make sure Space can go next. So Space needs to be protected. I need to keep the buff on it for 1 more turn. Okay, good. That didn't get a stun. Okay, so this is really good. Turn meter reduced. We got the shield down, the defense down. I can't remember what caused that. I think it's just the boss automatically has defense down in the second phase, right? Okay, that looks really good. Now we're going to have to face the really big, nasty stun if we don't have a shield up, but I think we're okay because we're about to get the shield up. We cleared it, guys. First try. That wasn't too hard, right? So one level, one ascended 5, and 4 ascended 3 hero with the shittiest gear you can possibly imagine. Nothing really farmed, all from just the campaign. I mean, let's quickly take a look at our heroes again. Look at the gear, right? Mackin, all campaign guaranteed. This was from the campaign as well. From the campaign, sorry, this is from Space Temple. It's not even the right stats you want it. You want to attack with mastery. You want mastery here, not those right stats. This is just whatever I randomly got while I was doing the eggs. Space, again, this is, you can get 2 pieces for sure because you get 40 red. And then I used the rest from the feather set. I think this I was lucky enough to farm, but again, it's not critical you get something like this. This is like a 4-star rando that I got. Here is just random ones I got, and then the feather, 2 other feather set you can get. So make sure you pick up 4 feather sets from there. Liz, again, these are guaranteed campaign pieces. This is from the Space Temple. This was a rando piece. These are all these 2 were granted from the handbook. These 2 were from the campaign. Randos and randos as I farmed just to to get the potions and the skill scrolls. So yeah, no serious farming. Let's go back, take a look again. So we cleared this with a power of 32, sorry, 32,000. Let's just quickly check boss guide. What's the lowest power reference people got? Okay, someone did this with with a bunny and a Mackin. I mean, I don't know. I mean, sure, fine, but you got a Santa and you got a Space is kind of common here. Timmy's actually really good. You see, Timmy and Mamook are really good. Some of these people are very impressive with their lineup, but like, I mean, having limited in here kind of defeats the point. Space seems to be very common. Bunny heals and revives. Yeah, just impressive, right? I mean, this is an interesting one. Like, if I ever try this again, I'm gonna try the Whim, Mackin, and maybe a Maya setup. Just um, Mackin for the, sorry, Maya for the resistance. Or, Mamook is massive, right? Because you get the speed up. You also get the attack down, which are most important for boss clearing one. Um, like if we talk about debuffs, you want to run the team. Like it's, yeah, shield healing is great, but people often overlook perhaps the most important pieces. So yeah, we got our Hazanja, we completed the challenge, completely free to play. Um, yeah, so I don't know. People want to see some summons. Let's see what we get. Like, are we able to get some? Additional summons. Oh, we got 500 wishes in already on this brand new account. That's pretty impressive. 20. Maybe we got a luck one here. Maybe. Okay, no, nothing. Supreme got two. Maybe we get something here. Nope. One more. Maybe I'll close off with some final thoughts on this challenge, right? Um, I think, where we're at in the game, pretty much if you're free to play, Mackin is definitely what you want to go for. You don't really need to do a reroll at that point as soon as you get a Mackin, which is very common. Again, just let you guys know what were my summons. I actually got a total of 7 legendaries from this playthrough in the first week. Um, I was also able to, did I even finish doing this? I don't think I finished doing this, right? I can still buy another 40 to get my last one. I'm not going to bother wasting time. I need to go to sleep soon. Um, but maybe I'll close off with some final thoughts for you as you create your new account, want to do the reroll, because remember this month I said it's the greatest opportunity probably you're going to run into once in a while, because you get all of these things plus a guaranteed legendary Echo choice chest in the month of November. So when you start, you're going to have all of these rewards ready to go as long as you start in November. Perfect for a reroll um, accounts and starting over, right? And you can dominate and get a lot of good rewards up front. I think the challenge is reasonable, it's doable. The space, as you can see, definitely helps. But I think the key thing here is what made space made the huge difference is the turn manipulation, right? You can see the number of turns I took and allow me to get all the cooldowns I need coming back. Um, and when you finish this point, the entire space tempo unlocks, right? You have a huge amount of rewards. This is a point where you probably can go up to 3, even 4 A5s. You're going to start pushing your dungeons really hard. You're going to go back and try to get 140, 1440 stars. This is where you get your first Catherine. Next step on the count, then you can start pushing maybe Rep Mark. This is when you regress your whim and you replace whim with Catherine, or keep your whim and use your whim and Hazanja to push really, really far in Dragon Tribe, right? Like there's so many different things you can do at this point in time. Christmas is coming around. Maybe you're lucky you get a Santa or something from the save summons you get. Um, so yeah, this is kind of the next step on this journey, but I don't think I'll be playing it through on this account. Um, Depending on how much time I have, maybe I'll give it a second try. I just feel like if I'm gonna push this account for any meaningful, competitiveness, this is not exactly the lineup of heroes I kind of want. I mean, I would definitely want either a Sendo or Nazil, some sort of early PvP dominating hero that will help me pushing arena, because that's the free to play path to get a lot of gems on a sustainable level. Farming events is a little bit hard for free to play, just because usually that one the pay to win players tend to have a greater advantage in. PvP, you can kind of bridge the gap with a few key heroes, so you're kind of looking for those heroes. Now let's talk about my reflection on the clear. I think as you are playing through this, there's a few heroes that are often underutilized, especially a lot of the epics. What I'm gonna suggest you do is actually let's just take a look at all the heroes. We're gonna look at epic, maybe epic and legendary heroes only. We're not gonna talk too much about legendary heroes, maybe except a couple that will trivialize the stuff for you. Of course, the limited heroes are a huge help. We'll focus mostly on the epic heroes that are really good. We won't spend too much time on the ones that are kind of already known. Um, what we're actually looking for, I think everybody knows about the shielders, right? So you got Whim, you got whatnot, but the heroes that actually make a really big difference in a lot of your content is the ones that can actually start with a turn meter gain. So other than space, so I mean, if you get a space on your early day rolls, that's actually really good because you do need exclusive on your space. Sorry, that was a misclick. Ronai, the new hero that you get, Is she gonna have some additional turn meter at the beginning? Is she gonna help? No, not really. Exclusive zero is not going to really change things. She is gonna manipulate turn meter, yes. But I mean, I think any turn meter manipulating hero will be really helpful. This is like you got some heals, you got turn meter, but exclusive zero, no. I mean, I did make a video about her at exclusive 3. Definitely is game changing for PvP, but that's not what we're focusing on. Um, One hero I want to bring to your attention, if you do get her early on, we will say that she's kind of the um, where is she? Guhana. Guhana is in the desert. So Guhana is this hero. What's really good about Guhana is you actually have a skill very similar to Space. You got the speed down 2, and you also got a speed up 1. And you heal, increase their turn meter, and even get and you get additional restoration effect if the target is low HP. So this is really helpful for healing, and plus the buff is nice. Furthermore, you get a little bit of heal reduce. So if you do want to farm a little bit of Gwyneth, this hero is really going to help early game. If you get a Guhana, that's actually super strong. I think Karzak and I did a video together on exclusive zero heroes. You can also refer to that. It gives you the list of really good legendary heroes up front at exclusive zero because you're not going to be able to get anything higher than exclusive zero early game. Um, that's a really strong hero, game changing. We see a lot of Whistler at play. Whistler is going to allow you to basically get the attack up and be able to do joint attacks with one of your heroes. The other one is also the stun. Um, this stun is actually, I don't think it's affected by effective hits. So it's like a flat 50% chance regardless of the target's effective resistance. So it's actually really good when you have really low stats on effective res. So the RNG will help a lot. That's what I'll say about Whistler there. Um, I mean, obviously, any of the HP burn heroes up front, yeah, they're really good. Um, Believe it or not, there's some really interesting heroes that have really nice kits actually, that you normally wouldn't see people use, right? Mid or late game, but they're surprisingly actually good for early game. For example, Belagoose. We actually don't talk a lot about Belagoose, or yeah, like it was a it was a hero design contest winner by Proxima. Has a lot of different skill up, but what's interesting is you actually get defense up on a 3-turn cooldown. You get HP cap, and you can. What am I talking about? I mean, there's. I mean, it's a little bit of buff removal. I mean, how helpful is this buff? Sorry. What am I talking about? Forget what I said about. I think there's a couple of heroes we just don't uh, see often enough that might actually be helpful. I don't know if Will can actually do a decent amount of shielding, but what you're basically looking for is a 40% shield on 3-turn cooldown is a general rule of thumb we all know. If they have consolidation, that's a plus. Oh yeah, Timmy, we saw Timmy, right? Timmy's rework actually made him really good, even at exclusive zero. Here's why, okay? So first of all, where's Timmy? So Timmy used to be like lousy hero, but it's actually really good now. So first of all, you get consolidation from the start, okay, which is already means you're going to take 40% less damage. And if Timmy's surviving, crits are usually what's killing you. So you take 10% less crit, 18% fully skilled. Okay, we're talking exclusives over here. The other one, when you attack everybody, you're going to steal their turn meter a little bit. So when the enemy is just the boss alone, you're going to be reducing 15% turn meter, and then you're going to reduce their attack, crit, and crit damage, which means you completely just make the boss really, really weak. So Timmy is absolutely godly. Furthermore, you get speed down too. And you saw what happened when you speed down to the opponent. You basically now are faster than the boss, and you can, run circles around it. Normally 1600 and you have trouble meeting that kind of speed. Now you can cycle your turn so much more, and this damage reduction is huge. So Timmy is absolutely critical if you happen to get a Timmy. Timmy is going to stop the bosses as soon as and help you survive on turn one because you don't have to worry about getting nuked. You're getting 40% less direct damage, and all the boss do direct damage, right? So the only thing you don't have is immunity. Then let's take a look at some of the epics people often forget about. One is one I'll call attention, and we all know the shielder, so we're not going to talk about the basic, the Wims and Liz and Mayas. I'm going to draw attention to Weasley. A lot of people might forget about what Weasley does. It has an attack down too on a 4-turn cooldown, and has a pretty good chance of doing it. The second one is you get the speed up for your team, and you get a slowdown on the enemy. Yes, it's not a speed down 2, but a speed down 1. You get it on every attack, um, and you get a little bit of crit. I mean, is it worth it for a slot? I don't know. What I will say though is attack down is invaluable. If you go to my channel, there's a section on mechanic. Having double attack down on the enemy is reducing their damage output by about 50%, if not more. Um, that's how the it reduces their base damage as well as the amount of penetration it does in relationship to your defense. So that's a really big one. Now there's actually a ton of new epic heroes that have been added in the game. So what you're really looking for is just you're looking for solid debuffs, right? So we're gonna try to look for debuff on epic heroes. Like Shnov has a slowdown. The chance is a little bit low. I don't exactly like it, but there is one I think that has a decent setup. I think it's this hero, Fernel. I think you get 40% shield as base. Okay, so a Fernel is 4-turn cooldown on a 40% shield. You get attack down on the basic attack, and you get a speed down 1. Okay, this is all exclusive 0. So if you get a Fernel, he's actually really good support that people might not think of him because all the guides out there will be like, oh, let's go grab a whim, right? If you actually summon this little dragon dude here, he has a very good kit because you're looking for the slowdown, you're looking for the shields, um, and you are getting attacked. Furthermore, if any of the shields are broken, you're healing them. If you decide to exclusive to him, you even get turn meter, right? Exclusive 1 is you get a little bit extra heal too. So you get heal, you get shield. So it's a very, very nice kit. The modern whim, I would say. Um, I think we're gonna look for, are there shields here? Yeah, so we're gonna look at debuffs and shields. Like Fernel is one of them, right? Really good. There's a couple of other heroes maybe of interest. Not this guy. This guy, I think is just okay. Attack down 2. Yeah, but we're not gonna get intertwined, so no, no good. Basically, this is where you can go, right? So go to your gallery. Here's the search button. We're gonna select epic. We're gonna look at. I mean, here's all your shielding heroes, but I mean, I think Yar was also another one. I think Yar had okay, Yar's resists up. It's not as helpful, but he has turn meter. So if he ever gets attacked, he's gonna get turn meter up from basic if he's targeted. Um, there's I think was it Haley or no? Haley has also but exclusive 3 for the shields. But Haley also has code 2. Okay, so code is going to reduce their skill damage. So this is also very helpful because that's going to mean their skill 2 and like their ultimates are where the big damage is coming from. So you can actually reduce the damage output from the enemy, stacking it together. And also, if anybody's below 30%, Haley then becomes the main tank. And then if they're below 50% health, Haley can kind of redirect the attack to Haley. That's really helpful too. Olivia can do a speed up and turn meter and attack down 1, right? And defense and shield. So that's again also very helpful um, as a support. So there's more support nowadays at the epic level. So really, you're just looking for a Mackin and you're looking for solid supports. And I feel like with some of these heroes, you can really push it pretty far. I would try and consider doing Mackin to A5, then get one of your really good supports to 150 as well. And then you can probably just maybe run 2 more and run just a 4 hero team at the very end. Because what you saw there, right, with my team setup, you could easily regress all of this and get another hero to 150. So you're running a 4 hero team at the end, it'll be fine. I would even suggest considering, you know, a Maya and Mackin because you'll be amazed at how important Sacred Light actually is, especially dealing with some of the bosses that have nasty debuffs. Being over 150, 1600 on speed, you can get that protection on your entire team. I know some people recommended that I get Mac into 1600 plus. Yeah, that's possible. I mean, you just need to make sure that you have enough gear to make both of them, and Maya should still go after Mackin. Um, some people say they want to have enough speed um, to to kill multiple heroes. Yeah, if you can get the stats right, like you're definitely gonna need to farm some gear, not this random crap that I have. But with the random mastery set, Mackin's gonna one-shot everybody, um, even at just 80 or so mastery, which came from the sets and the emblem. So I would say if you're low, you don't want to waste your energy farming too early in the game, which I highly recommend you don't, right? You will need that energy to do your 20 dragon runs. Um, and you want to save that for your first farming event. You want to wait until you have Hazanja, right, to start really heavily farming. So I will try to, beat this content on the gear the game has given you. And I think in that optimized state, you will do really, really well with your account. So I think that's all my tips, closing thoughts. If you like the series, give me a like, subscribe to my channel. And I said, anywhere on the chat, any of these videos, if you left your UID with suggestions, whatnot, I'll put it in for the draw. I'll put I think on Thursday I will, which is tomorrow. I will do an official giveaway video as usual. The theme will be to give new players a suggestion on things that they might not know about, and we'll do a draw from that. But if you already left a comment with your UID, any of these 10 videos or 11 videos, I'll put your UID in the draw as well. All right, I hope you enjoyed the series. If if there's people, if the content on this is really good and you guys really like seeing new account, maybe I will seriously consider creating a new account and do full free-to-play content and push through and challenge myself, and you guys can enjoy the struggle that I face. But I feel like I can connect to a lot of the newer players better that way. And of course, the season player, I haven't forgotten about you. We'll do more content, I think this weekend, on my main account. I think my next video will focus a lot more on, you know, gem and resource management. I know a lot of people ask me like, how the heck do I have so much gems? So I'll go through all the sources for gems and make sure you're fully optimizing it and what to really spend on every week. I think some of the tier lists might be out of date. We have a lot of new heroes. So I'll get some of the tier lists updated as well. So again, sorry for the long rambling. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you next time. Gandalf out.